Schoolmates! Welcome to Schoolmates Breaktime! Yay! Palakpakan naman dyan! Madami tayo ngayon sa set natin. At special tong episode na to, Nico, dahil iba na naman po yung set natin. Salamat po, mayroon po tayo na namang bagong set. Pero dahil yan kasi special din yung pag-uusapan natin, meron din tayong mga espesyal na makakasama. At sisimulan ko yan sa ating special guest host. Please welcome, Sunny Kim! Hi Sunny! We're excited later dahil marami ka ring alam ko mas-share dito at mga itatanong na ngayon ipapakilala natin mga makakasama natin para magkaroon tayo ng mas malalim na pag-intindi sa pag-uusapan natin. Makakasama natin ang isang clinical psychologist. Please welcome Miss Camille Garcia. And also a youth mental health advocate. Please welcome Miss Aliana Lagasca. Now, ayan, welcome to the show. Kaya naman kasama natin sila is because pag-uusapan natin ay mental health. Now, I want to start by asking, Doktora, ano po ba ang mental health?
Okay, pag sinabi natin kasing mental health, it's about how you feel, how you act, how you behave. So definitely yung cognitive, emotional, and psychological aspect ng isang tao. So dapat yung mga bagay na yon, sabihin natin, nandun tayo sa spectrum ng pagiging normal. Kaya lang sa atin relative, ano ba yung normal?
Ano ba yun?
Oo, kaya nga. So when you conform to the society, kung sasabihin natin na wala tayong ginagawang hindi yung parang odd na behavior na sinasabi, or kumbaga sa lahat ng ginagawa natin ay ayon sa normal na society, yun yung sinasabi natin na normal. Pero pag sinabi nating mental health, ito yung buong pagkatao natin na tama ang pag-iisip, tama ang pagkilos, tama ang ginagawa.
So may kinalaman din po ito sa physical well-being ng tao?
Kaakibat ng mental health is yung physical health. Kaya nga kung minsan sinasabi natin, di ba, health is wealth. But our mental health is our greatest wealth. Dahil kasi lahat-lahat na
Pero
yun.
hindi po ibig sabihin na pag malakas yung pangangatawan ko ay okay din po ang mental health ko.
Nakakalungkot isipin dahil kasi may mga tao na sinabi, okay ka, ang saya ng tingin. Okay, pero deep inside, hindi mo alam kung ano talagang nararamdaman. Dahil kasi doon mo na makikita na all this time pala ang lungkot-lungkot. Merong mga problema na hindi niya na isasabi sa ibang tao, or even to the point na nag-iisip sila na may mga suicidal thoughts.
Opo.
Merong mga thoughts na sasabihin gano'n na deluded pala itong taong to, or habang kausap ka pala nagiging suspicious or nagiging cautious na yung tinatawag na parang napapraning na pala habang kausap ka.
At ito na po yung mga sinasabi niyong hindi akma dun sa standard, dun sa hindi pagiging normal.
Yes.
But there are stigma na nakapalibot dito sa mental health na parang ito yung mga sinasabi niyong parang nababaliw, napapraning, or dahil hindi sila normal. Your thoughts on this?
Okay, una, kaya mahirap para sabihin na ang kaharap mo isang psychologist or isang psychiatrist, talagang nag-aral din ng medisina. Bakit? Kasi pag sinabing kausap kami, ay, may depresya yan. Sasabihin ka na, anong klaseng depresya? Sasabihin ka agad ang depresya sa pag-iisip. So yung stigma na yon na para kausapin kami, malaking bagay na para layuan kami. Diba? Parang yun yung nakakalungkot isipin na pag pumunta ka sa isang psychiatrist or sa isang psychologist, meron ka kaagad na hindi lang problema. Yun talagang sabihin, meron kang baliw.
Sabihin natin, yung baliw, may negative connotation. Diba? May negative connotation. But there's nothing wrong to see a clinical psychologist, a psychiatrist.
Oo naman. Kasi unang-una, kumisan kaya nagpupunta sa amin to unload. Parang pag meron kang mga problema na hindi mo kayang sabihin na natin, maisabi sa ibang tao. Pangalawa, meron din pagkakataon na gusto mo lang may makausap na makaintindi. So, what's so difficult is yung may mga kaibigan ka, sasabihin mo yung problema, tapos sasabihin sa'yo, kaya mo yan. Pero hindi mo nga kaya eh. Kaya ka nga pumupunta sa amin eh, para maintindihan mo na merong nakakaintindi sa'yo.
So I have another question for you, Dr. Camille.
Yes.
So what is the most common mental health problem?
Okay, ngayon nakakalungkot dahil kasi it's depression. Before, pag sinabi natin ganun, kahit sa mga problems, not only mental problems, but medical problems, nagna-number 1 na ngayon ng depression dito sa Pilipinas. Second, kung sasabihin mo after depression, pwedeng sabihin natin is addiction. And after addiction is anxiety disorders. And then yung mga trauma, Then, tsaka na lang tayo sasabihin natin yung mga mood at tsaka mga schizophrenic disorders. Yan.
Doctor, having said that, what can you say about the mental health awareness here in the Philippines?
Nakakatuwa kasi for the first time, itong 2018, 2019, nabahala yata ang lahat. So talaga nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon para maging aware ang mga tao, magkaroon ng, sabihin na natin, ng Mental Health Republic Act at pati ang mga youth, lalo na kayo, nagiging aware kayo dito. Kasi noon, sabihin mo ganun, wala namang ganyang problema. Pero ngayon, mas nakikita nyo, meron pala talagang problema, pero hindi nabibigyan ng tamang pag-a-address sa problemang ito. Tapos ang nangyayari, parang alam lang natin may problema, pero wala tayong ginagawa. Pero ngayon meron.
Kasi po, di ba, dinidisregard natin na sinasabi na malungkot lang yan, pang-artista lang yan, pang-mayaman lang yan, yung mga mahirap, iisipin na lang namin problema namin sa kami kahahanap ng pagkain. Pero we have to clarify, hindi lang po ito pang-mayaman, ito ay pang-tao, regardless of our social economic status.
Totoo yun. Regardless of sex or of our gender, regardless of social status, may pinag-aralan o wala, sabihin mo mataas na tao, kung minsan nakakagulat pa dahil kasi those people who are experiencing mga suicidal tendencies, yung may mga kaya.
Opo.
Yung mga tao na sabihin yung wala namang pinag-uusapan na ito dahil kasi educated siya or hindi, lahat nakakaranas nito. Especially once in your life, nakaranas kayo ng depression. Pero sometimes hindi natin alam, depression na pala yun.
Opo. Doctor, 3.29 million Filipinos in 2017, according to DOH and World Health Organization, are suffering sa depression, and a major portion of this, mga youth. Bakit po sa tingin niyo mga youth ang madalas na nakakaranas ng depression?
Okay, before ang talagang sasabihin natin na nakakaranas ng depression, yung mga matatanda lang. At saka yung sobrang bata. Dahil kasi parang doon lang yung nakafocus yung anxiety, yung possibility na paghihiwalay sa magulang, gano'n. Pero ngayon, bakit maraming youth? One, there's a possibility na unang-una yung sense of yung nahihirapan tayo mag-cope to the point na mas marami ngayong gadgets. So, social skills natin, nakatutok tayo sa gadgets, hindi tayo nakakapagsabi ng problema natin sa talagang mga tao.
The face-to-face.
Oo,
the
dahil kasi
personal.
ang mga nangyayari, mas okay tayo dito, kausap sa ganito. Pangalawa, when we talk to people, especially text lang, anong emosyon ng text? And then, yung pagkain natin, sometimes, remember, part ng, for us to be able to be mentally healthy is yung right food.
Opo.
And at the same time, do you eat or do you eat more or do you eat less? Do you sleep more or do you sleep less? Do you exercise more or do you...
Which are problems suffered by youth now, most youth?
Sa tingin mo, ganong karami yung mga bata ngayon or yung mga youth ngayon na talagang tama ang oras ng tulog? May natutulog ba ngayon na pag sinabi mong 9 o'clock na natutulog, parang nagtataka ka pa. Sanay kayo ng 10, 11, 12, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Which leads me, Miss Aliana, I want to know your thoughts on this. Social media, how much of social media ang tinitrigger niya ang depression?
Well, a lot really. Social media nowadays, no, very toxic na. Wherever you go, may it be Facebook, kahit even in other platforms of news, talagang you can see that when the society is changing, when the society is developing, meron talaga tayong advantages and disadvantages on that. And right now, kasi for me, it's not really, not just the youth, but the vulnerable. The vulnerable, those who are not able to manage. Diba nga, sabi nga, by World Health Organization definition, mental health is your state of well-being, wherein you cope up with the stresses of your life. And we have to realize that stress is normal anyways. Siya lang yung reaction mo to different situations, events, people, relationships. So, necessarily, hindi lang naman talaga siya sa youth, but actually, everyone na nakakaramdam ng changes, everyone na merong pressures on their pressures na hindi nila ma-cope up. And as you can see, social media right now is there's too much toxicity in it to the extent na marami talaga yung negatively na naapektuhan.
Do you think it's because kasi sa social media, maraming nagsasabi na yung kabataan, parang they see sa social media, people are always uploading the best moments.
Yeah.
Tapos they
Yes.
get to compare it with their normal lives.
They're,
Kaya
they're
parang,
nagiging envious sila. May
Yes.
jealousy. Na parang there's this standard na pinapakita na social media, mga
But it's
artista.
not the real story.
Yeah, but na parang, ay, ba't wala akong ganon? Nako-compare ko yung sarili ko. But we wanna know, kanina we were talking, what's now the difference between, paano namin malalaman na depression na siya
And
and
stress.
stress lang or lungkot lang?
or yeah, depression and sadness. How do
Oo.
you differentiate the
Ano
two?
pong kaibahan?
Okay, pag sinabi mo kasi na kalungkutan lang, sadness yun, tama. Pero extreme yung kalungkutan. It affects physical, emotional, and psychological behavior. Physical manifestations ng depression, magugulat ka, bigla na lang pumayat or biglang sumobrang taba. O pangalawa, hindi natutulog. Merong sabihin mo iba natutulog 3 hours lang, okay. Pero hindi ka na natutulog, 24, 48, 36 hours. Hindi ka, gising ka. Tapos biglang mag-iisip ka na dito lang ako sa loob ng kwarto ko. Isolation, withdrawal, poor hygiene. Dati, araw-araw maligo, 2 beses maligo sa isang araw. Ngayon, 1 linggo na hindi pa naliligo.
And you know what? Like, I honestly had experiences with that before. When I was in school, I actually couldn't sleep for like 72 hours straight. And you know, I tried everything. I tried changing my bed sheets, cleaning my room, you know, working out before I go to bed so I can exhaust myself. But all those tricks didn't work. So then I finally went to the doctors and tried to figure out what's wrong. She prescribed me some melatonin. Well, you know, just told it didn't work. So then I went to my school and they offer like free services for mental health counseling. Yeah. And after like speaking with somebody, it actually really helped. And like after that, I probably got like a solid like.
That's good because
So
you're able to cope.
So, Doktora, is that depression?
Leading to.
I think it's more so on like the anxiety
Yeah, it's
side.
more of an anxiety rather than depression. Remember, when you talk of depression, it entails isolation, withdrawal, and then you don't want to talk to anybody. You become irritable.
So, we can say now na ang kalungkutan can lead to extreme. The extremities ng pagiging malungkot, grief, can lead to depression.
Oo. Remember, lahat ng mental illness or mental problems, time element. May time element. So, halimbawa pag sinabi ko na, kaya nga di ba sinabi natin kanina, 72 hours, okay, tama yon. Pero more than that, mag-1 week ka na na ganun, eto na, depressive symptoms.
You just feel defeated.
Yes.
You know?
5 to 6 weeks after depression.
Opo.
6 months after major depression.
Okay, so-
2 years after, meron yan.
So, it's time period. So, I
Yes,
could
lahat ng mga mental problems, time period yan.
Because for girls, sometimes, ganun iniisip ko, yung depression ba, is it just because of how you feel, or sometimes it can be because of hormones? Like for me, before I get my period, before naman hindi ako ganito, but lately, I've been feeling sad, I don't know why, I just tear up, or sometimes I feel unproductive, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Before, I used to be interested in certain things, it doesn't interest me anymore. So I was thinking to myself, nadi-depress na ba ako? But then I didn't want to think that kasi parang I'm trivializing depression because I just experienced that before my period. So inisip ko, baka it's hormones. Kasi for menopausal women, or there's also this thing called postpartum depression that women experience after they give birth. And it's normal daw because there's shift in hormones. So how do you know if you need to ask for help, or you need to take antidepressants or like medicine that could balance your hormones, versus na it can just be solved by talking to someone, by how do you know?
Yeah, so the only way to know or to really know that we are depressed if we are diagnosed by psychologists.
Not necessarily. Okay, sometimes, kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, I give you this yung possible na signs and symptoms. Remember, when you talk of yung depression, so it entails yung kaninang sinabi ko, plus, eto na, yung possibility that even when I talk to somebody, walang nangyayari. So what do I have to do? Second, all you have to do is parang, ba't ganito? Bakit kailangan hindi matanggal-tanggal sa isip ko, paulit-ulit na lang siya. So kaya nga recurring eh. So kaya nga, it's a time element thing na after a week, pag ganito pa rin, then I should seek professional help.
So what's the
Okay.
first thing that you have to do when you feel like, feeling ko depression na to, or like,
Yeah.
You feel sad. So
Like,
what
what
do you...
causes depression?
Yeah, before that, yeah.
Okay.
What triggers depression first?
When we talk of yung, sabihin na natin yung psychophysiological aspect, yung serotonin, sobrang technical, serotonin and dopamine, pag nagkaroon ng imbalance yung serotonin and dopamine na yan, syempre automatic, it can cause depression. Second, yung sinasabi mo, Sunny, na yung tinatawag natin na chemical imbalance. Talagang nagkakaroon ng chemical imbalance ang tao. Most especially pag nag-early adult or kaya naman yung post-pubertal. Kaya nga di ba may mga chemical changes tayo pag yung post-pubertal na sobrang energetic ng bata, ng teenager, gano'n. Just the same, pag tumatanda ka, nawawala naman yun, so affected ka rin.
Are women more prone to getting that kind of...
Women are prone to having depression, pero mas madali silang maka-recover. Kasi ang mga lalaki ayaw umiyak, natatakot dahil sabihin,
close.
ano yan, Hindi, pag sinasabi, di ba, when you say that, ay pag umiiyak yan, parang ano yun? Bakit kailangan
Kasi
umiyak?
may standard tayo na ang lalaki dapat
sobra.
macho, hindi umiiyak.
Kind of puts up that guard.
Yeah.
And then,
from the world.
pag sinabi mo na, talk to somebody, parang, ay hindi,
Kaya
kaya
ko
ko
to.
to.
Tama.
Ayun.
This is something to brush
But I wanna go back, doktora, dun sa sinabi mo, there are these symptoms sa sinabi mo. But for example, kasi merong mga tao na di ko kaya makipag-usap sa iba, merong ang internet, digital age, social media. Sa search ko lang, symptoms of depression. Merong mga self-diagnosed. Your thoughts on this?
What's so difficult among Filipinos is self-diagnosing. Bakit? Sa atin ha, sakit lang ng ulo. Makadinig, huy, alam mo, tinay ko tong gamot na to, gumaling ako. Huy, alam mo, yung ganyan. Tapos maniwala ka, hindi naman pala yun yung sakit niya. So we become yung nagkakaroon tayo ng hypochondriac. Kasi sabi niya, alam mo, samakit lang yung ganito ko, may ganito, ganyan na. So that's so difficult when you self-diagnose. Because sometimes, when you self-diagnose, nag-over ka. Hindi pala all the time depression, simple na kalungkutan lang siya, or simple nagkaroon ka lang ng panic attack, or nag-hyperventilate ka lang, pero sasabihin mo, ay, may cardiac arrest na ako dahil kasi nag-hyperventilate lang
So
pala.
this is very dangerous, doktora.
Yes, when you medicate. Because definitely, remember, when you take antidepressants, you have to be very careful because there are antidepressants that trigger suicidal thoughts.
Oh, okay. So ang sinasabi ni doktora, mga schoolmates, kailangan pag hindi na talaga kaya sa inyo po, dumiretso, wag mag-self-diagnose, wag mag-search lang sa internet anong mga kailangan i-take.
Kasi iba sobrang naniniwala na yun yung sakit nila. Pero actually, it's more than that. And then, swerte dahil kasi may mga youth ngayon or na mga organizations na nakakatulong and yet ayaw makipag-usap. May mga hotlines tayo about sa yung to be able to cope to suicide, depression, and everything. Ayaw pa rin makipag-usap.
Having said that, doktora, kunwari, parang feeling ko nade-depress ako, but I don't wanna talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan you talk to your friends, they just brush it off na parang,
Shrug it.
wala mo,
Girl, you crazy.
wag kang maarte dyan,
Yeah.
or ganyan. So, sinong pwede nilang lapitan? Or can they email? Can they call someone?
Ang dami, di ba?
Kasi it's so difficult to go to
Miss
the
Aya,
doctor.
I've heard about the Hope hotline.
Their hotlines.
Okay.
But with you?
Yeah, actually, I'm from Youth for Mental Health Coalition, and we are a youth-led group, really. And we do have support groups, and the reason also why some friends are like that is because they lack really the education about it. Dito kasi sa Pilipinas natin, we lived in a society wherein we don't take mental health very seriously. And up until 2018, when youth groups and other civil societies really pushed for the mental health law or RA 11036, bigla pa lang sa society ng Pilipinas nalaman na ay mental health pala is as significant as my physical health. Na ang mental health pala ay para sa lahat. Na ang mental health ko pala tells a lot about my wellness and how I am a productive member of this society. That's why a lot of groups right now, hindi lang naman yung organization namin na Youth for Mental Health Coalition, but also anxiety and depression support group and the alike are really doing their best to educate the public about what mental health really is and go to give some programs in grassroots level, barangay, local government
Pero
units.
Miss Aliana, klaruhin lang natin to. Let's simplify it. Let's make it a step-by-step procedure. Halimbawa ako, ang naramdaman ko, grabe na yung kalungkutan ko, it's going on for days. Anong una kong dapat gawin?
Pag ganyan, una-una may pamilya ka, meron kang mga kapatid, meron kang pwedeng kausapin. Remember, sa isang mental problem or illness, ano ang pinaka-importante? Primary support group, and that is family. Huwag kang mahihiya na sabihin mo sa pamilya mo yan. Ngayon, kung yung pamilya mo hindi nakakaintindi na sabihin, baliwala yan. Ma, I
Like
really,
yung sinabi
yeah.
niya na
I really need help. Tulungan mo ako para kung hindi mo kaya, meron tayong dapat kausapin.
So, importante yung trust, yung merong pagtitiwala doon sa makikinig.
Yes.
So, someone who would listen. Pero, doktora, paano naman kung walang makikinig, hindi ko kayang, di ba merong mga ganon na parang, I want to talk to someone but words do not come out. What to do next?
Sa maniwala ka at hindi, pag nagpunta ka sa isang mental health professional, lalabas yan. Bigla ka na lang mag-pour out ng ganon. Kaya nga, remember, when you go to people like us, mental health professionals, hindi kami yung dadakdak, hindi kami yung gagawa na advice. Sa inyo rin manggagaling kasi kayo yung magsasalita eh. Kayo yung magsasabi ng problema nyo, kayo yung mag-unload. And magugulat ka, lahat ng solusyon galing din sa'yo. Because we cannot change you. You will be the one to change yourself.
That's why acknowledging that you are sad, that you are having depression, is the very first step actually.
Recognition. is
Recognition.
important.
Recognizing.
Yun yung tinatawag sa na insight. When you have a good insight, and when you talk of insight, it's about knowing your mental problem or yung possible na sabihin nating illness, gagaling ka.
Yes.
Paano kung hindi ka naniniwalang may depresya ka?
Exactly.
Kaya nga yung iba, pag sinasabing ganun sa grounds for annulment na ganito yung sakit mo, hindi sila naniniwala. So
Opo.
wala, hindi nagkakaroon ng tamang solusyon. But once you believe that there is something wrong, you are parang, eto na yung journey mo para maka-recover ka kung ano man yung sakit na yan.
Okay.
Pero I wanna ask, kasi personal experience ko, doktora, I had a cousin who died by suicide because of depression of my age, and kaya malapit po sa puso ko yung topic na to. He knew merong recognition sa part niya. But I wanna know, sa part ng pamilya, sa part ng mga kaibigan, sa part ng environment ng nagsasuffer ng depression, ano po yung dapat naming gawin? Ano yung mga dapat sabihin? Kasi di ba importante, choose the right words sa tamang oras. So, paano po ang pakikinig? Paano ang pakikipag-usap sa kanila?
Okay, mali kasi sinasabi, kamusta ka na?
Opo.
Kasi naniniwala, kumusta? Alam mo, hindi okay eh. Ba't mo ko kamustahin? Parang, it's best na sabihin na, maayos ka, anong parang meron ako nakikitang kakaiba sa ngayon, gusto mo kumain muna tayo. Sometimes when you talk, pag nasa kainan, di ba, parang nakakapag-discuss openly. Second, ang problema siguro dun sa nangyari sa inyo na nare-recognize ng cousin mo, pero nare-recognize ba ng pamilya niya yung mga signs and symptoms? Kasi once na hindi na-recognize yun, syempre it can lead yung possibility ng ginawa.
So, on our part, dapat walang pagtanggi. Pagtanggap lang yon. Kasi parang it's loosely nagagamit. I mean, especially sa mga college students or sa mga kabataan, loosely nagagamit. Depressed ako eh. Parang it has become as an excuse, di ba?
Yes.
Pero on our part, tayong mga nakapalibot sa kanila, tanggapin lang.
Well, never invalidate, 'di ba? Hindi naman kasi, well, aside from invalidating, wag ka din mag-label. That's why, kasi dito sa society natin, mahilig tayo ma-invalidate, mahilig pa tayo mag-label, 'di ba? That's why we have words that are really negative. On our part, kasi used din naman ako, no? It's always like lending a listening ear. You don't have to say the right words. You don't have to say anything.
But do we have to articulate that? Makikinig lang ako kung ano sabihin mo. Is that important to say? Nandito lang ako makikinig.
Feeling ko, honestly, sometimes, di ba, when we're going through something, kung takot tayo, we're sad, it's not about listening eh. You just have to speak out. Kailangan mo lang ilabas.
Yes.
As you feel better na agad. May mga
Do
cases
yourself
na
a
ganun,
service.
right?
Yeah.
Di ba?
That's why on your side as a friend, bigay mo yung full attention mo in listening.
No judgment.
No judgment, of
judgment.
course. Never invalidate. If you don't know if yung gusto mo bang sabihin ay tama o mali, then don't say it anyways, di ba? It's just like making them realize na they're not alone in what they are feeling. Kasi yun yung nagiging problema natin eh. Naiisip ng mga kabataan ngayon na ay nag-iisa ako kasi hindi ako naiintindihan ng pamilya ko, hindi ako naiintindihan ng kahit ng mga kaibigan ko, ng society ko. That's why when you have a friend that is going through experiencing depression or nagkakaroon na ng manifestations, always make them feel that your presence is there.
Okay, so
Paano lang po natin ma-maintain yung positive mental health natin?
there's always something that
Okay,
brings us back.
physically, eat well, sleep well, exercise well. When you say eat well, doesn't follow na talagang sobrang mamahalin na food. Sa maniwala kayo hindi. When you talk of eating food that can eliminate depression, yung ulo ng isda, yung ulo. Yun yung, kung sisigang mo yung ulo, mura lang yun. Nandun yung tinatawag nating omega fatty acids.
Oh, like fish oils?
Yeah,
and
the fish
stuff?
oil and everything. Doon mo makukuha, ma-eliminate ang depression.
It helps.
It helps.
It helps
Second,
relax.
when you have to sleep, you sleep good. Tapos, syempre, iba yung body clock eh. Tapos, I remember when you said melatonin. Pero, tandaan niyo, bakit yung mga bata, binibigyan ng warm milk, hindi cold milk, warm. Not even hot milk. Because pag warm milk, kahit kayo, pag iinom nun, merong sinisecrete na enzyme yon, ang tawag tryptophan. And tryptophan is the one that makes you sleep.
Better.
Not only better, pero it makes you sleep.
Diretso.
Diretso. Kaya yung mga bata, pag yung warm yung, di ba, ay wag hot,
So
gawin
talaga
yung
that
warm.
helps, Doktora.
Oo.
Warm milk, it
Warm-
would
yes.
make you sleep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ngayon, kung gusto mo naman na pa-effect, day lavender, na aromatherapy, kasi talagang it induces sleep.
Okay.
Ngayon, yung mga ganun, merong mga ganun pagkakataon.
Siana, I have a question lang, and Doktora. Kasi I was asking my friend, how do you know, going back, how do you know if sad or depressed? Sabi nila, pag depressed daw, you're sad, but at the same time, you feel useless.
Yes.
Worthless.
You lose
Worthless.
interest in the things na you're
Yeah. Loss
interested
of
in.
motivation.
Is this emptiness? Is
Yes.
it ba yan?
Yeah,
Parang-
kasama pa yun. Worthlessness, hopelessness,
So,
uselessness.
Oh, you
lahat.
trap yourself inside the room, tapos parang the day goes by na wala kang ginagawa kasi feeling mo you can't do anything.
Yes.
That's why it's actually directly correlated to your productiveness as a person. When the time comes that the stresses that you feel and that you are not able to cope up with them, hindi mo na sila ma-manage to the point na hindi ka na nagiging productive, that's one manifestation already.
Oh, kasi hindi ka na functional. Remember, pag meron ng talaga,
Productivity,
pag wala
importante.
ka ng pag yung sinasabing talagang depression na, it's a clinical depression, functioning socially, yung daily routines mo, sira lahat yun. Hindi ka makakapunta sa kahit anong gusto mong puntahan na party.
So,
Ganon.
could you say na to keep like a positive mental health, it would help to like set a goal or like to keep yourself busy?
Of course.
Or what
Because-
else can they do?
Because in order to be mentally well, you have to maintain good relationships, not just with other people, but with yourself, as well.
And then, definitely, huwag kang maging self-critical. Kasi pag halimbawa may nangyaring problema, tapos ang iisipin mo, siguro ako nga talaga yung may problema, kaya
Don't
ganito
blame
eh.
yourself.
Oo, siguro kaya kami nag-away dahil kasi ako talaga yung may kagagawa nito. Tapos ang nangyari, hanggang sa na-absorb mo yon, mindset mo na, ikaw na yung may problema. And kabaliktaran ng mindset, you have to be mindful.
Yes.
Na kung ano na yung ginagawa mo para sa ganun makarecover ka.
So always do self-care, and sa self-care naman, it's like doing meditation, unwinding, going out with the people you really care about, you feel like your support network, doing hobbies, etc., etc. It's always grounded in having a good relationship with yourself, really. Kasi kapag maayos yung relasyon mo sa sarili mo, maayos ang relasyon mo sa ibang tao. At pag maayos yung social skills mo with yourself and with other people, edi naayos natin kung ano yung perspective natin about ourselves and
So as ideal as it sounds, kailangan tanggalin natin itong mga standards, expectations sa society para hindi rin natin ma-disappoint ang sarili natin.
I think a way for me that I had to cope with my anxiety before is like, I tried different things. I tried reading. I listened to podcasts on depression.
Oh, okay.
and
That's
anxiety.
good.
And I think that helped me.
And that helped you.
Yeah, that helped me.
feeling ko important din na you have a buddy or you have a friend that you can trust and you guys can try new things or you can ask them, hey, I'm feeling like this, can you check up on me once in a while? Or trying different things. So lastly, to wrap up everything, what can we do to raise more awareness about mental health, about the existence of depression, about what causes it, para alam ng mga nanonood na, ganito pala yung nafe-feel ko and I can talk to these people, I can solve it like this. So, what can we do to raise awareness?
First, huwag kayong matakot pumunta sa isang mental health professional. Hindi po kami nakakatakot at hindi po ibig sabihin when you go to us, may problema kayo or may depresya kayo.
There's like a stigma.
Yeah, because of the stigma. It's like the Gordian knot na talagang wala nang mangyayari doon. Second, when you feel that there's something wrong, walang masama na may makausap. Walang masama na sabihin sa ibang tao. And third, bilang mga Pilipino, wag po tayo maging judgmental. Kasi tayo ever since, pag merong ginawa isang tao, meron kaagad tayong napaka-conclusive natin sa lahat ng bagay. Sometimes, yung pong isang pakikipag-usap lang, na kahit na hindi nyo kilala, nakakatulong para ma-ease yung nararamdamang depression.
Wow. Sige, Miss Aliana lang.
Ako personally, no, number one is to be kind. Not just to yourself, but to other people as well. Yes, your battle is always different to other people's battles and our environments are entirely different as well. So kung yung mga bagay na kaya mong i-manage, yung ibang tao hindi nila kaya. Kaya always remember that whatever you say and whatever you do will influence someone else, how they perceive themselves and how they think about living in this world full of changes and uncertainty, diba? So always be kind, and of course, have that help-seeking behavior. Hindi tayo Superman, hindi tayo kung ano man, tao lang din tayo, hindi ba? Na nakakaramdam tayo ng kalungkutan at times, masaya din tayo at times, and all of these are normal because yun yung reaction natin sa mga bagay-bagay. So alalahanin natin na ganun yun at sana we seek help from our support network, from our friends, our families, and even our doctors who are doing their very best, really, in trying to make the Philippines a mentally healthy country.
For me we all can't diagnose or we can't say, oh, you do this, but we all can be kind. We can all listen. So sometimes change can start from us. You don't know who needs us. So kung may lumapit sa inyo, just listen. And if you can't give them advice, just let them know you're there.
Wow, tama lang yun. You can never go wrong with kindness. Thank you so much, Dr. Camille, Miss Aliana. Maraming salamat po. Marami kaming natutunan sa inyo. And of course, thank you, Sunny Kim, for joining us here. I hope we get to see you more here sa Schoolmates.
It's so fun.
I know, right? I know, right? Thank you. Of course, Nico. Well, I'll end this episode by saying, be aware, understand, save a life. Once again, I am Sky Quizon.
Nico Estebar.
Sunny.
And this is Schoolmates Breaktime! Yay!